Sophia Loren, Jane Mansfield. The year was 1957. Tina Louise, 1957. Joseph Stalin's final visit to his mother, KK Galadze. This was in Georgia in 1935. In the middle are Lavrenti Beria and Nestor Lakoba. Sisters of St. Joseph of Carondelet, practicing for a possible air raid, 1942. Lawrence Fishburne as Cowboy Curtis from 86 to 91. Siamese Twins, Birmingham, 1932. An elegant lady, a horse, and a policeman are in Golden Gate Park. This is in San Francisco in 1937. This soldier would put pictures of his girlfriend on his helmet during the Vietnam War in May of 1968. Tom Cruise and Rebecca De Mornay in Risky Business, 1983. A female pilot gets ready to fly a goose and a big sprig of mistletoe on a Christmas flight in 1934. The Ford Unitron, designed at the Ford Styling Center in late 1960, was Ford's idea of a combination RV with a portable office. An old Chinese woman is helped aboard a United Nations Relief and Rehabilitation Administration ship. The ship is carrying Chinese repatriates, and many of them were used as forced labor by the Japanese in the Philippines, headed back to China. This was in Manila, Philippines in 1946. Dorothy Lawrence was arrested after pretending to be a male soldier on the front lines for 10 days during World War I in 1915. She was sent home with a firm agreement not to write about what happened, but after the war she published a memoir. Nicholas II depicts Caesar next to his sister Olga. Mr. T and Sylvester Stallone, 1987. Police agent Florence Coberly prepares for a mission to catch a rapist in Los Angeles in 1952. A horse working in coal mines in France, 1970. Marilyn Monroe, Military Identification, Department of Defense, 1954. Walt Disney is shaking hands with actor Robert Taylor in 1938. Elton's posing in his soccer kit at Watford's Vicarage Road football ground in 1973. A woman stands on Hollywood and Vine. She has a beehive hairstyle. She wears a dress. She is smiling. We Will Never Die. A pageant was being held in Madison Square Garden to spread awareness for the estimated 2 million European Jews who had been killed since the start of World War II in March of 1943. 1948 three-wheeled sedan. The Black American Upper Class, inside the Loewendy Club, established in 1897. It was one of Pittsburgh's most renowned social clubs for the black elite. They often hosted black Hollywood actors and actresses as guests for members. A van with shag carpet on the ceiling from the 1970s. Torture irons on the convict ship Success, circa 1910 to 1915. An American soldier is putting up a Roosevelt Boulevard sign. He's replacing an Adolf Hitlerstrasse sign in Berlin, Germany in 1945. A Russian woman carries a small coffin holding the body of her dead child during the Great Patriotic War. The Black Panther Party was doing breakfast programs around 1969. The Lincoln Memorial from 1922 to 2016. Demi Moore, New Mexico, United States in the 1980s. Keanu Reeves in New York, 1997. A captured Viet Cong soldier, tied and blindfolded, is in a stress position at Thuong Duc Camp during the Vietnam War in 1967. Children playing in the poor housing estate of the Gorbals, Glasgow, Scotland, in June 1966. A delegation from the Principality of Finland, which was part of the Russian Empire, refused to carry the Russian flag during the opening ceremony of the Olympic Games in London in 1908. There were 200,000 fans at a Pink Floyd concert in Venice, Italy, in 1989. The American aircraft carrier USS Franklin, which was nicknamed Big Ben, is listing, and there's a crew on deck. This happened on March 19, 1945. Officer Snodgrass of the White House police force is holding a captured opossum that wandered onto White House grounds. This happened on May 6, 1929. Mick Jagger, Charlie Watts, Bill Wyman, and Brian Jones visited New York as part of the Rolling Stones' first ever American tour, 1964. Mao Zedong. Ask Jeeves the search engine in 1996. Guards at the Hudson Naval Ordnance Plant are undergoing marksmanship training. This happened in Detroit, Michigan, USA, in 1942. Newsgirls are walking down the street in Hartford, Connecticut. The youngest girl, in the center, had been selling newspapers for 2 years when the photo was taken. It was March 1909. 6-year-old Robin Arrington, daughter of a Miami Southern Christian Leadership Conference attorney, is leaning on Dr. Martin Luther King's shoulder. Dr. King is holding a press conference on April 11, 1966 in Miami. Dr. Clark's spinal apparatus. The device was designed to fix the problem of scoliosis while letting the patient move, which was different from other treatments at the time, around 1878. Mila Jovovich for British Vogue, October 1996. Vice President Paul Kagame and U.S. Secretary of Defense William J. Perry are discussing the events and aftermath of Rwanda's brutal genocide on July 31, 1994. Hedy Lamarr was an Austrian-American film actress and inventor who rose to fame in the 1930s and 1940s. There's a Chinese boy soldier, and he's believed to be with one of the communist armies. He's writing in a book in Shanghai, China, during 1937. This was during the Second Sino-Japanese War. Edith Ernst Wischniak stands in front of the Kaiser Wilhelm Memorial Church at the corner of Marburger Strasse and Tauentzienstrasse in Berlin in 1947. The photograph was taken by Roman Wischniak. Future King George V of the United Kingdom is holding his eldest son, future King Edward VIII of the United Kingdom, in July 1894. Sandra Bullock and Adam Sandler are backstage at the 1994 MTV Video Music Awards. The winners of the Moscow 1980 Olympic weightlifting competition were Valentin Kristov from Bulgaria, Leonid Taranenko from the USSR, and Georgi Salai from Hungary. Baptism in a River, Kentucky, 1940. Marilyn Monroe is wearing a potato sack as a dress. This was after a journalist insulted her by saying that she'd look better in one. The year was 1952. Jacqueline Bisset, 1960s. Elton John at Dodger Stadium, 1975. Robert Benoist and his Delage 1500 in 1927. Watch out for the aura. Newspaper sellers on seat sticks, Berlin, Germany, in 1927. Rosa Ingram and her teen sons were sentenced to Georgia's electric chair in 1948 after they murdered a white neighbor who attempted to sexually assault their mother. A Russian woman is wearing her traditional dress from around the 1890s. Louisa Madame Lou Bunch, from 1857 to 1935, ran the most successful brothel in the gold rush town of Central City, Colorado. She was well known for her kindness. When an epidemic swept through the area, she and her girls gave nursing care to the sick miners. Princess Mafalda of Savoy was the second daughter of King Victor Emmanuel III of Italy and his wife, Elena of Montenegro. In 1943, she was imprisoned in Buchenwald concentration camp and died there. Brigitte Bardot dancing on a rooftop overlooking Paris, 1952. In 1998, long before he became Pope, Jorge Bergoglio took public transport through the streets of Buenos Aires. Robert Francis Kennedy is sleeping on an airplane in 1968. Oskar Schindler meets Jewish survivors in 1962. Schindler was a German industrialist who saved nearly 1,200 Jews during the Holocaust. He gave them jobs in his factories in Poland and Czechoslovakia. Senatorial candidate John F. Kennedy attended a tea party given by female supporters in 1952. It's 1922. Soviet workers are taking apart the furnishings of an Orthodox church to get scrap metal. Judd Apatow, David Spade, Alan Covert, and Adam Sandler are standing in front of the Santa Monica Improvisation Comedy Club in the early 1980s. I was the MC. There are women holding parts of the first 4 Army computers in 1962. Alright, there's talk about rubber beauty masks used to get rid of wrinkles and age spots, and it's from 1921. British illusionist Jeffrey Atkins poses at Heathrow Airport, 1971. Miners Home, Kentucky, 1946. Right then, the British War Dog Training School, World War I. Graduation, Red Square, 1960. Rapper 50 Cent, 1994. He was a 19-year-old gangster convicted of drug trafficking. Albert Einstein is with his stepdaughter, Margot Einstein. She's seated on his lap at the opening of the Jewish Pavilion during the 1939 World's Fair in Flushing Meadows, New York. The teacher leads the class in prayer at a one-room schoolhouse in Tennessee. The year was 1940. Here's a beer vending machine. This is in London, in 1937. The Moscow Zoo in 1924 was a place where you could walk with a camel. James Hopkinson's plantation slaves are planting sweet potatoes in 1862. A skating rink that was in the Forbidden City, Beijing, 1957. The Forbidden City that used to be an imperial fortress where regular people couldn't go. Picasso and Lee Miller are in his studio in 1944. The Prince is being chased by some fans in 1994. Dora, the largest caliber rifled weapon, March 19, 1943. There are rows of iron lungs, and they have polio patients inside. This is at the Ranchos Los Amigos Respiratory Center in Los Angeles during the 1950s. John and Jacqueline Kennedy. At the cantonment boarding school, children erected play teepees that allowed them some measure of staying connected to their plains cultures. Camille Janazzi is driving his self-designed electric car near Paris, France. He was the first person to exceed 100 kilometers per hour, or 62 miles per hour, in a car. That was in 1899. The Hunter brothers are doing an engine check during their 23-day non-stop flight in 1930. Edward Reese shows his strength by supporting a troupe of 4 actresses while he's suspended between 2 chairs. It was 1927. Guards escorted a block of Rights and Trotskyist leaders, Rykov and Nikolai Bukharin, to the courtroom. They were there to face the Moscow trials in 1938, accused of treason, espionage, terrorism, sabotage, separatism, and conspiracy with Trotsky and foreign enemies. There was a demonstration in front of the consulate of Suriname to protest against the December murders under the Desi Bouterse regime. This happened on December 8, 1987, in Amsterdam, Netherlands. There's a girl at a May Day parade in Lviv, Ukraine. It's 1968. There were pupils enjoying an open-air classroom in the 1920s in New York. A welder is working on pipes on merchant ships. This is in California in 1942. Training police dogs in Poland, 1929. Francesca Mann, when ordered to strip, she did so provocatively, distracting the guards. She grabbed the officer's gun and shot him dead, then wounded one more before other prisoners joined her rebellion, before all being shot dead. This happened in Auschwitz in 1943. This union is considered one of the first official records of Japanese Afro marriage in the state of Parana, Brazil in 1930. U.S. President Harry Truman is examining Hermann Goering's diamond-studded baton. He's with Generals Alexander Patch and Lucian Truscott outside the White House in 1945. Dropping a quarter in an air machine, 1984. Buzz Aldrin's jumping down to the lunar module footpad, becoming the second human on the moon in 1969. June 11, 1940, General Motors exhibit at Golden Gate International Exposition. On September 3, 1956, tanks are deployed against racist demonstrators in Clinton, Tennessee. Cesar Romero and Eartha Kitt as the Joker and Catwoman in the Batman TV series, 1960s. Protestant French women from Alcalcy, Lorraine are posing in their traditional clothes in the 1910s. Young Princess Diana with her cute guinea pig named Peanut in 1972. Swans are being cleared from the Thames before a rowing race. England, 1900. Henry Leonard Stevenson was arrested at the age of 12. He was charged with breaking and entering in 1873. "23-year-old Iraqi Ba'ath Party member Saddam Hussein in 1960. An M4 Sherman flamethrower tank from Battalion 713 is clearing out a cave in southern Okinawa in 1945. The world's smallest tactical nuke, the W-54, a bomb that could fit in a man-portable carry case. The Special Atomic Demolition Munition, or SADM, was a covert nuclear weapons program developed by the United States Navy in the mid to late 1960s. A punt gun is a type of extremely large shotgun or smoothbore firearm. It was historically used for commercial wildfowl hunting, particularly during the 19th and early 20th centuries. Keanu Reeves, Carrie-Anne Moss, and Hugo Weaving at the premiere of The Matrix in 1999. Sylvester Stallone on the set of The Muppet Show, 1979. Landing ships are putting cargo ashore in Normandy during the early days of the Battle of Normandy. This happened in 1944. The Eiffel Tower and a replica of the Statue of Liberty on Swan Island in Paris in March of 1919. Jack Nicholson gives the camera a thumbs up at the Carlisle in New York in 1985.